What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to
200K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Regardless of what you say in the show, drink responsibly, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm Jamali Maddox. This is Drunk History, where we get drunk and talk about history.
What are you drinking, though?
Fuck it, anything. Do you know what my favorite thing about today has been, though? It's the white runners having to call you rap man.
Right, that's man's name.
That's been my favorite thing the whole day. You see, is a middle class white lady having to say, "Excuse me, rap man." Rap man. Sit back and relax.
I'm relaxed, bro.
I can tell. You got the tight tracksuit on, you know what I'm saying? You're relaxed. You know
I prefer the word fitted.
So you can say what you say, but it is what it is. Alright, now listen, I'm going to tell you this story about the Sons of Africa.
Hey, that's a powerful name, you know.
But listen, I didn't come up with the name.
Oh, no, that's a big boy name.
That is a bad boy name. So it's the Sons of Africa, right? From the 1700s to the 1800s, right? So it's a 100-year period. It was a sick link up. Yeah, it was all these different brothers coming together in England to end slavery.
In England, yeah?
In England.
Not real tough.
Yeah.
They really look like they up in there feeling the beat.
Like they walking through the club, okay?
Just jigging and dropping shows, yeah. Hey, I think drinking and speaking on topics. Okay, first of all, I only say this because of the outcome of drinking.
Right.
Drinking and speaking on these topics is going to reveal the truth because people speak a lot of drunk thoughts, which is actually truthful thoughts. That part. That's all I have to say about that.
Right, and I'm not a drinker, but could you imagine? Y'all already know how hype I be when we talk about history.
Yeah,
could y'all imagine me talking about history over a little drink? Child, they'll be like, Sierra, go take down that video.
Go sit down. Hey, it's not even in the video. I'm seeing you in a room with a whole bunch of friends, and you the main one standing up with the cup in the air.
And then they did
And then they went down. And did you know? Oh, that would be classic, wouldn't it?
Black history in England.
Oh, they jigging for real. Check them out.
So, boom. This is what happened, right? But the first guy I'm going to talk about is called Sancho, right? He just owns a shop. That's all he's doing. He just owns a shop and shit. He ain't selling crepes. He ain't selling nothing like that. He's just selling a bit of bread, bit of cheese, selling, you know what I mean? Whatever. And he's just doing his shop thing. He's just like, hey, how you doing, Sancho? Yeah, I'm good. What do you want? Bread. Cool. But then what happens is Sancho realizes that with the fact that he's a property owner and he's a shop owner, he can vote.
Power.
So he goes down to the voting office. He's strutting. Do you know what I'm saying? He's doing that lean with the shoulder.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? He walks down to the voting poll. He gets there, and there's a bunch of white men, and they look at him all shocked and that. They're gasping. Do you know what I'm saying? One guy faints.
The audacity to walk inside of a room and saying that you're going to vote in a time like this is like seeing a UFO. Things they just wouldn't believe that would happen. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand. I can understand.
I got property. I'm making money.
Talk about it.
I could do what you do.
I see value.
I need my voice heard.
Big time.
Okay? Right.
Who's this black man voting? And he goes, Sancho, innit? And they go, you can't vote. Do you know what I'm saying? And he goes, oh, you can't vote. He goes, oh yeah, man's voting, innit? And they go, oh, what gives you the right to vote? And he goes in his back pocket and he pulls out this long scroll and he goes, and he goes, man's a landowner, innit? Man's a shop owner. And he goes, no, this is changing the democracy of the... And he goes, I don't even care. And he drops it, but he catches it with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? He goes, like that.
Yeah.
People are gasping. They're like, and he just like drops it in. Boom. He became the first black man to vote in the UK.
Come on, UK.
That's mad.
All right. What the J?
There was another guy, right, called
J?
Otoba Gugwanu.
It sounds like you put an accent on there.
Right, it
was
does,
that for my
innit?
benefit? Because the thing is, I don't mind it. I can accept it.
I want to be authentic.
Okay, I respect it.
Right? If there's a Jamaican guy comes up, you can do the accent.
Yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, no, you know what? I get it, man.
Otoba Gugwanu. I can't say it without the accent. Otoba Gugwanu.
Alright, Roger.
So basically, what this guy does, right? He basically wrote about the emancipation of slavery. Like, he weren't having it. He was like, but this slavery thing, is done.
Done.
I'm over it. So
We
he
ain't doing that
basically
no
wrote
more.
the book. Then he said, but it's missing something. And he's rubbing his chin.
What are you talking
And he goes,
about?
what's it missing though? What's it missing? You know what it's missing? It's missing the demand of the emancipation of slavery. Right? So that's what he writes in his book. And he's rubbing his chin when he's writing it. He's like, well, how can I really write this? And he goes, you know what? I can't write the demand of emancipation without writing my life story with it. You know what I'm saying? And when he's writing it, he's like...
Because one thing we gonna do is make you feel us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just don't make sense to just put it plain and simple without putting a little bit of razzle-dazzle in there. Some truth and some, you know, and some error. So all of that good stuff kind of makes the whole message a lot bigger than what it is.
Right. That's kind of like what we do on YouTube, right?
I feel that 1,000%. I was gonna say it, but I'm glad you read my thought and said it.
Right. We're gonna watch the country, y'all countries, everything y'all send us in. You know, most of the things y'all send us in.
Facts.
We're gonna watch it, right? But we always gonna slip a little bit of relation in there.
Why not? Fill the gap, you know?
Exactly.
Why we need all that space in between these videos? We need to make it close the gap.
You want us to learn about you, we want you to learn about us.
So when your food look like your food and our food look like our food and we put it together and we see our food look the same as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Relationship.
Look at that.
I like it.
You know what? Yeah, now this is a good book still. It's a decent book, you know. Because all these other guys are writing books, but this book here, this is going to be the one. And then what he did was, he tried to send his autobiography to King George III. Right? He kept sending him copies, sending him copies. But we probably sent him 4 or 5 books, innit? And he sent it to him. He was like, yo, check this book real quick. You're going to feel it, right? George was like, nah, fuck that. Throw it in the bin. Nah, not for me.
He didn't even see the first page. You saw the first name.
No, but listen, he saw the parcel. He was like, iguana.
Yeah.
Fuck that, right? He weren't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, there's another guy. Ola, oh, for fuck's sake. Oda Ekarianu. Ola Oda, right? Ola Oda Ekarianu. He was a slave. He was like, bruv, dead that. Got his piece together, bought his freedom. He's been around the world. He gets to London, he looks around and he goes, you know what? This is alright. Yeah, this is calm. I'm gonna chill here for a bit.
It's calm.
So boom, he's in England, yeah? He's getting mad, angry, innit? And pissed off. He's looking around, he's like, yo, like, everybody's making money off slavery. And he's looking at everything. He's looking at the museums and he goes, slavery money.
Right.
He's looking at the parliament, he goes, slavery money. He's looking at the monarchy, he goes, slavery money. All of this is based on the financial recuperation.
Isn't that, brother?
I don't know if that's a word, but I'm saying it. Of slavery.
Yeah. And we speak about that a lot, bro. We speak about that a lot. There's so many buildings, and I'm going to just keep it very plain, though.
Yeah.
There's so many buildings that have been built on the back of people who have been in slavery. And the opposite is getting the benefit of it till this day. And then when you look around, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you know your history, you can look at it and be like, slavery. Slavery.
Right. Not even just buildings. Services that we use.
I'm saying, I didn't want to get too deep in
Insurance.
it. I just want to get too deep in it.
And look at us, the descendants, paying insurance into a business who enslaved our people.
It's like somebody,
it's
like somebody woke up one day and saw the beauty of the world and say, I'm going to make them pay for all of this.
All of it.
And yeah. Crazy work.
Who did this? Who sent this in? This us right here. Y'all took too long with this.
Okay, we here though.
What? Fuck that. That's done. I'm not having that, yeah? And then he goes, you know what? Dead this. I'm gonna write a book.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes.
What am I gonna write a book about? Should I write a book about the idea of slavery? Nah. No. Should I write a book about the finance? Nah.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna write a book about my life. This is pre-typewriter, right? He's writing with a feather pen.
Quill pen.
You know them old school feather pens?
Yeah, when you put it in the ink.
In the quills. You know them old school ones where every verb he has to dip it.
Right.
You get me? He's like, pa, dip. Let me write about this slavery shit. And he writes his autobiography. And at first, people didn't realize that black people could write. He said, nah, fuck that. So he wrote. You know what I'm saying? Like, he realized the power is in the pen, not the sword. So he wrote. And he's just like, you know what? This slavery's dead. I ain't having it. Obviously, more eloquent words than that. But, you You get the gist, right?
Who was copping it? Was it only blacks or was it whites as well?
But white people copping it too. There was a couple white people, they got to page 5 and they're like, wow, this black man can write. You know what I'm saying? Like they were feeling it, right? So that even gave a sort of spark the idea of like, yo, these black people can write, you know. The book becomes a bestseller and it sort of humanizes the idea that these people were slaves, but they're actually humans and not property. So I'm trying to hold it together, innit? So it's like, don't hold it together. All right, you say that. One day, they hear about the Zong massacre, right? Where 133 slaves were thrown overboard.
What the fuck?
The slave owners realized that in insurance, they would get more money if they threw them overboard.
I was just talking about it.
Boom, they all come together now, yeah? They decided that if it's happening to them, it's happening to us. They started writing to Parliament and they said, listen, the slave conditions going across the transatlantic is too fucked up. We can't deal with it. So all the MPs were getting these letters about the Zong massacre. And at first Parliament just like, they'd be like, Zong's bin, Zong, bin. And then the bin got too high. And then one MP's like, all right, fuck it. Let me read this letter real quick. So he reads the letter and he goes, slaves overboard. He goes, rubs his chin a little bit and he goes, all right, I don't really give a fuck, but let me go see the situation. Right? So he goes over and what he sees is the horror of what these slaves are having to come to. So what he doesn't end slavery. He improves the conditions of the slaves being transported, which isn't a win, but it's a move forward in the abolition of slavery.
So that's down to the Sons of Africa now.
Bro, but I think that's important that he mentioned that because we don't look at the small moves on the chessboard as a huge benefit. We look for the end result and say, well, if we ain't going to do this as a whole, then what are we doing? We ain't making a small move. That's what we ain't doing. And I think a lot of people are doing it, but then you also have a big group of people who just look at it as if it ain't the answer, then why are we looking for a formula? Ooh, that was a bar. You gotta have the formula. And I think they was working on the formula by making small moves.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now y'all know we do have the book, Black and British. It's a thick book, baby. All right. We ain't get around to reading it just yet, but I'm learning some new people.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Down to the Sons of Africa, because without the Sons of Africa, these people would have been voiceless. Once the abolition of slavery happened, in the background, the Sons of Africa were like, yo, that was us, innit? The MPs were like, nah, I think that was our doing. They were like, nah, fam, that was us, innit?
See, I just said
stop
that.
Talking about, stop taking our glory. That's us, innit?
Come on.
But that's what happens, innit? Throughout history, they don't actually give the people who actually done the legwork the credit.
Yeah, no, that's standard. Even till today, we still don't get our credit.
During this time, the Sons of Africa risked assassination, deportation, financial ruin, but they carried on. They kept on moving, they kept the thing going. And without those people, where would we be today? You gotta understand that there were so many other people in this movement that we don't even know about.
You say it weren't just them three, no?
No, I'm talking about there's all these names that are coming across the screen right now. Like, all of these people were the movement of betterment of black people across the world.
Big them all up.
They say black history, but there's no such thing as black history. It's just history.
And that should be across the board.
Without these brothers, the Son of Africa, the white abolitionists wouldn't even have the idea to free black people.
I can believe that. You taught me today. I feel like I've learnt. Big yourself up, man. Schools, if you're watching this, put that on your curriculum.
Yeah, I don't think schools are going to be watching this. Because there's just two dudes with gap tooth getting drunk.
We're not playing no
gap tooth gang.
What the what? Now we may have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
It, but I want to watch it.
All right, let's get. So you guys go check their channel out, bro. We got more interesting videos coming your way. I think this was a really good one, by the way. This is really good.
Right up our alley.
Yeah, perfect.
Right up our alley. Like, this was a great presentation. Y'all know we are obsessed with history over here on the channel. And we have some things coming up soon, okay, that you guys are going to want to tune into.
Definitely, definitely.
All right. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.